Today we are reviewing the Ne-totoro 6-quart mixing bowl covers and splash guards. So this comes in a 2-pack. It's 2 pieces per unit. You have the insert that is going to make the lid hole, and then when you take the insert out, this could be used as like something for prep, like to hold your things that you're going to put in. I really just use it to close the lid. We have the hole so that your tools on the mixer can go through and be used while the lid's on as a splash guard. So before we get there, I just wanted to show there is this really pretty leaf design. There you go. And then these are dishwasher safe, but it's top rack only. Okay, so don't put them into the bottom, they will melt. So the purpose for me getting these is so when I'm making things like bread or cookies where you're putting in a lot of flour into the mixer and it like splashes everywhere, this is gonna help with that. So it's a little bit tricky to get on, but let's take a look. This is for the bowl lift machines. So if the top of your mixer lifts, this isn't gonna be the right one for you. So you need the mixer with the 6-quart bowl where the entire bowl lifts like this. Okay, so that's what machine it works for. They sell multiple different types, so just make sure that you get exactly the one that you need. So it's a little bit awkward to get on. You're gonna take the tool that you're using with your mixer and you're gonna put it into the bowl and underneath the lid. Okay, then I'm gonna put the lid and I'm gonna actually put this onto the mixer, and the lid is not secure at this point, okay? It's still off. Then I'm gonna lift the bowl. Now it's in position, and you could hear it snap on. So now it's on. Okay, so now I can put my ingredients in for this demonstration. I'm just going to use water. So I'm gonna pour it in. All right, so now we have our water. And as you know, if you turn the mixer on to high, it's going to kind of splash everywhere. That's the whole purpose of this. So I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, so we're at light flow, and now we're gonna go high speed. All right, so you could see that the water is going all over the bowl, but we have no water on the outside of this splash guard. And that's what we really want. When we're making cookies, bread, things with a lot of flour, we don't want flour going everywhere in the kitchen. So that's the whole purpose of me getting this splash guard. So to take it off, we're going to take this lid part off. I'm gonna hold on to this piece here and I'm gonna lower the bowl. And then I'm gonna take it off, just like I would normally. And now I'm gonna take the lid off and then the mixer, the whisk, okay? So now I have an option. Say that I'm doing bread. I can leave the bowl here if I want to, or I can remove it. I can put this lid back on, and then I can take one of the inserts and put it in, and that's gonna give it a nice seal. So now I can leave it just sitting there in the mixer like that, or if I, want to do more mixing, put another bowl on, I can just take this bowl off and I can set it on the counter, and it's going to look really nice on the counter and be nicely sealed, and I don't have to worry about putting like a towel on it. So if I'm doing, say, cookies and I put a batch in the oven, I can come back to this later and it's nice and sealed, nothing has gotten into it. So overall, I really like this splash guard and mixing bowl cover. Again, mine is for the 6 quart. Just make sure that you get the right one for your mixer. All right, so enjoy.